How's it going, everybody? So a new event mode, or rather a series of events, has started yesterday. We're going to have a new one every week for the next 3, and I want to take this opportunity to talk about a recent trend when it comes to the special event game modes. The fact that they have all been against AI lately, and let me preface the whole thing that I don't really mind it. I've played every single event that they've put out since the launch of the game. Some I liked, some I really enjoyed, others were just a waste of my time, and I'm sure many people think similarly, yet pick completely different events in each category, and that's completely fine. Many people prefer to fight bots, others prefer to fight against other players, and then there's some that can't be asked to even touch these 4 fun event game modes. So while I personally prefer if all, well not all, but the majority of all the events be against players, and it kinda irked me when they mentioned that week 2 of this event series is going to be like Soul Rush, the event during the Hitokiri release around last year's E3. I absolutely loved that event, and it was an amazing game mode that had so much depth to it, maybe completely by accident, but the fact that this game mode could be played so many different ways, yet totally different to, let's say, Dominion or Breach or the other team modes, it was really refreshing, and I can't really imagine this mode working against bots or hordes of soldiers, officers, captains and whatnot. And because of that, I want to take this opportunity and try to come up with reasons why it's all against AI lately. Let's take the most obvious first. More people play the PvAi mode since, in general, it's easier to win. People like winning, people like rewards. So, if I can grind my event items or event battle passes by just casually grinding that simple mode with friends, then that's quite the incentive. Many people are completionists, so having this way of finishing up all an event has to offer early on can be a big draw for those new modes. What we shouldn't forget though is that a lot of these modes can be exploited quite easily. They did mention the Emperor's Escape mode during the stream, and be honest here guys, I bet that most of you have exploited the fact that you could instantly die and get rewards within 30 seconds. That probably massively boosted the games played in that mode. I hope Ubisoft is aware of this and why the win-loss ratio is probably heavily skewed. Don't make it even easier because of that flawed data you got there. Never mind that was just that one mode, and it was quite a while back already. We then had Test Your Metal back, the Warmonger event afterwards. None of these could really be exploited, so if people actually played these modes more, it's understandable that Ubisoft is looking into this further. Like I've said so many times before, player retention is the main goal. But another big reason why PvAi modes are appealing to the game developers is because they can be way more creative. You don't need to make it symmetrical or come up with all scenarios that allow for a somewhat balanced asymmetrical mode. After all, these modes are supposed to just be there for fun and not all of a sudden become competitive. So a lot of the time they would just take an already existing mode and slap some kind of gimmick on it. Case in point, Carousel of Ragnarok. The new Carousel of Death is a favorite among the community when it comes to events, so can't really go wrong taking it as a base. Now, wham bam, there's a fancy lightning hammer that one-shots. What I'm getting at here when designing PvAi modes, they can go balls to the wall with whatever ideas they can come up with. There is no balance they need to consider. It is absolutely irrelevant if there are incredibly powerful attacks, items or properties in those modes. That's the whole point of it. They can be creative without, well not completely without, but barely any limitations. And I'm sure that's a lot more appealing to them when they have their hands full with plenty of other balanced decisions that need to be made. We'll see in the upcoming weeks if these 3 events actually fit the bill. Like I said before, event modes are supposed to be fun, and them introducing a new one each week would certainly mean that it won't be a dead mode at the end of the event. From what they've shown with NPC interactions, a specially designed item that everyone will want to use, it seems to be looking alright. But I still hope that this doesn't mean that we won't get any actual PvP modes for events anymore. The last unique one was the Prince of Persia event, and even that one had a PvE element. And here I am still waiting to get to play Soul Rush again. One could think I made the whole video just to point this out. Repeatedly. I'll leave you with the rest of the gameplay in case you haven't played the mode yourselves yet. Let me know what your preference is when it comes to these game modes. After all, it is extra work that could be spent elsewhere. Map modifications, item creations, sometimes even special animations. Regardless, I hope the video was interesting. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.
Fire Flask against bots and then have a 3-minute cooldown is not very cash.
I just got a chemo patient BP. These are always fun to fight.
What does that mean?
Fucking bald VP.
Oh, we can't let them either. These fucks.
I'm dead.
This is too much.
What did
I am not dead yet. I am going to come back to heal.
Yes.
Please do not hit me.
I just hit the VP through that.
I can rotate out and help Grav.
Grav is probably gonna have to rotate out. Freeze, you might want to rotate with Grav.
You
Grav,
just
come back.
Are you just bullying the Guardian?
Yes, keep him off the point so we can cap it.
Grav, come back and heal up.
Yeah, come on. I also have my Q3, so I don't really need to, but...
Oh no.
Oh, that almost worked.
Alright, I'm gonna stall Ilma again.
Yeah, stall Elma, but we go 3 people.
3 people
you
go.
Stall, yeah, you stall Elma and we kill him. I guess.
I'm gonna top up my health. So.
No,
she's
no, she
going.
rolled. What?
Did she roll past you?
No, she's coming. Oh no.
I'm not getting any revenge from Guardians because they're not programmed to give revenge.
No,
That's very cool.
Please.
I mean, you still heal when and how, but yeah.
Okay.
You go ahead and help.
Change.
You clear the zone 6. We're gonna heal up now.
Stupid.
Wait, can I just move along? Oh, no, I
You just
shouldn't move
kite around
along.
the stupid
Yeah, okay, we need to be. What the fuck?
Oh, that's you there. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
so many.
Wait, is she healing?
Yeah, she
have
does
revenge,
heal
please.
herself.
What? How do I not have revenge? Oh, they have super armor. Thank God.
Because the Guardians don't give you revenge
They
tags.
don't.
See?
What
She
a,
heals.
what a fucking shit show.
Yeah. I don't think we even need to be in there.
Oh my
technically. We have 20 minutes. We can just dip from
I
there.
was waiting
I
for
think.
revenge.